Shortstop Garcia not able to come up with this ball cleanly on backhand, but does get the force out at second. RBI fielder's choice for Tully.
And now it is Chris Wallace with the Cougars in the lead now by 4 runs. Runners at the corners now instead of loaded with 2 down. Wallace, a couple of hits today. One of them is a solo home run.
Breaking pitch for a strike. Ball game over 3 hours long today.
6:30 is official first pitch time of our next game. Wallace bounced it, foul. Told you earlier that Wallace, 4 very good at bats today. All of them have produced something. 2 of them sack bunts that moved a runner over. 1 of them a single and 1 of them a solo home run. So safe to say he has done everything asked of him today at the plate. Even been working behind the plate in that hot sun.
Yes.
Try and get over at first base, Tully, but he's back.
Pitch out.
And the 1-2. Runner is going. Swing and a miss, and that's the inning. The Cougars tack on 2 more, however, and it's the last chance for the Flames. 11-7, U of H leads. You're watching 12th Man Productions broadcast of the 2008 College Station Baseball Regional on Fox Sports Net.
In February 2009, TV stations will broadcast exclusively in digital. Every TV that's hooked up to cable will still work just fine. If you get TV through an antenna, you can still keep your sets working. Just visit dtv2009.gov to apply for government coupons for converter boxes, or call 888-DTV-2009 for information.
They came from every corner of the country, from small towns and big cities. But they all shared one thing in common. They belonged to a family called Marines, a tough and determined few dedicated to protecting everything we hold sacred. And still, they come. Celebrate the history of those proud few who have earned the title Marine.
For Illinois Chicago, they trail by 4, and they've got 3 of their best hitters coming up to start the bottom of the 9th. It's Ty Rubio, Jake Carr, and Brett Schaefer. That's 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup, but they're going to need more than that. They trail it by 4. Houston looking to advance to a game tonight against Texas A&M. If Illinois Chicago can't get at least 4 in this frame, they will call their terrific season that they've had an end. So we started off with Ty Rubio. He's had a good regional. 313 was his average coming into today. He is 3 for 6 in play this weekend.
We saw the Flames score 5 runs in an inning yesterday. They would gladly take that, but the Cougars will have something to say about that, in particular Mr. Wright out on this mound.
And here's his next offering, the 1-0. Stays high. Well, if you're right, objective number 1 is to throw strikes. You do have a 4-run lead. And
exactly. That tying run is nowhere near the field of play at this point.
in the 2-0. That's a strike.
Just playing catch with the catcher. Put that mitt right over the heart of the plate and hit the mitt. Now with the 2-1 count, let's see what he calls here.
Check swing, but he went around. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Nice breaking pitch. Really a tight slider by Wright. Mentioned he had quite a few strikeouts. Relief pitchers, a lot of times, good velocity, and that breaking pitch.
The 2-2. Check swinging this time. He did not go around. So Houston wants 3 outs right here. And then they'll want some shade or some air conditioning. And that'll then send them to a 6:30 first pitch against Texas A&M tonight. Illinois Chicago would like to at least extend this game a little bit. It's going to take a big 9th inning to do it, but they do have the leadoff man aboard with a walk to Ty Rubio.
As a batter for UIC, you're just looking to get on the sacks. Just give your team that opportunity to tie the ball game up. But you need a few more base runners and more activity in the Houston bullpen.
A couple of guys head that way.
Of course, Houston would like to save those arms, but really no one really overextended themselves here in this ball game, so bring those arms back later tonight if the score holds.
Jake Carr is the hitter, and he's singled in each of his last 2 at-bats. Checking on Rubio. I'm not sure why he would go right now.
I wouldn't think he would venture far off that bag at first base.
The amount of base runners right now, not exactly where they are, that matters to UIC. The 0-1. Swinging, skied, left field. Jake Stewart, 1 out. Brett Schaefer to the plate now. Then it's Coddington. Certainly, if you're Illinois Chicago, you want it to get to Garcia and then Schweikert, and you may need more. Cougars have out-hit the Flames 12-8. 1 error for Houston, 3 for Illinois Chicago. 11 runs for the Cougars, 7 for the Flames. Schaefer was hit by a pitch his last time up, singled back in the 5th, lined out in the 3rd, and grounded out with an RBI attached to it in the 1st.
Missed a little bit outside.
It's now 2-0, a hitter's count to a very good hitter. 377, that's what Schaefer was hitting coming into today. 10 home runs, and he got a 61st RBI in the 1st inning. Lined this one, 3rd base side, out into left field. They'll be at 2nd and 3rd for the Flames with 1 down.
Just turned on that ball and drove it right down the left field line. Good piece of hitting.
So in business a little bit is Illinois Chicago. They need another base runner. That would mean the tying run would come to the plate. Kevin Coddington, a single in his first at bat today, but that's been followed by a strikeout looking a walk and a fielder's choice. Rubio runs at third. Schaefer at second after the double. First offering, called strike.
How big are those 2 runs in the top of the 9th inning to extend what was a 9-7 lead to 11-7?
Certainly.
2 runners in scoring position for the Flames. Slider just missing outside.
And that's a 1-1 count. Coddington just wants to get on. Rafael Garcia is next. Chris Wright, third pitcher of the day for Houston, trying to close this one out. The 1-1 high.
I would imagine if this runner reaches base anyway that we'll probably see a new Houston pitcher. But we'll see what happens here with a 2-1 count. 1 away in the bottom of the 9th.
Check swing, but he went around 2-2.
That slider is awfully hard to lay off of when it's coming at you with the velocity and just dips away. Texas A&M saw a very good slider pitcher out in the Stanford Regional years ago. A gentleman by the name of Jeff Weaver. Over 20 strikeouts.
Fresno State Bulldog.
Yes.
2-2. That missed, and a big pitch is coming. We got a full count. If Coddington works his way on board, then Garcia, who comes to the plate next, would represent the tying run.
That's right. Going to the rosin bag.
Go, Chris.
If I'm a guessing hitter, I'm guessing that slider here with the 3-2 count.
See how they handle it. Well, he wanted to take more time. Wright stands ready on the hill as we wait on Coddington.
Yeah, he steps.
And he waited too long, and Wright wasn't. Wright said, I've had enough of this.
The game of chess continues.
It is a big pitch, so.
Definitely. I think Wright knows it is a big, big pitch for him if he wants to finish out this ball game.
Absolutely. Coddington in the box, Wright on the hill, and the 3-2. Fought him off, stayed alive.
Nice pitch. 3-2 slider. Good piece of hitting there. Just stay alive. Staying alive.
So we will try it all over again.
So many times in this situation, you want to go with your strength, and right slider has been the out pitch.
Outside for a ball. Coddington started to offer for that one. Wisely held up, and the bases are loaded, and the tying run is at the plate. And here comes a meeting on the mound and very possibly a pitching change, and that's exactly what we have. AC, you were correct. That's the last batter that Wright will face, and the 4th pitcher of the day for U of H is coming into the game. Cougars have the lead, and it's getting a little dicey. 11-7 U of H. You're watching 12th Man Productions broadcast of the 2008 College Station Baseball Regional on Fox Sports Net.
Sunday, Stonehenge. We know much about how it was built and when, But what we don't know has launched the largest archaeological investigation of modern times, uncovering what may be the lost city of Stonehenge's builders. With a grand avenue, ancient tools, and hundreds of prehistoric homes, there have always been theories, but never any answers. Maybe we just weren't looking in the right place. Stonehenge Decoded, Sunday on Nat Geo.
The game is on. Learn to play the horses and play for free. TVGFree.net. Learn from horse racing experts.
Let me help you pick a winner.
Challenge the leaderboard and compete to win valuable prizes every day. Go to TVGFree.net right now.
And they're off.
Get in the game. It's fun. It's free.
One final surge.
Pick the winner.
They're coming down to the finish.
Learn from the pros. Play to win. TVGFree.net.
11-7, Houston. They're trying to hang on to it, so they've called on a new pitcher, right-hander, Chase Dempsey.
Freshman that has made the Conference USA All-Freshman team, right-hander from Baytown Sterling. Dempsey, this will be his 32nd appearance. He has actually one start, 7-3 record, 2.39 ERA. 11 saves, which leads this ball club, 16 1/3 innings, only 18 walks and 47 strikeouts. Opponents are only hitting .206 against this right-hander from Baytown Sterling.
So he inherits a bases-loaded situation with one out. Tying run is at the plate. Rafael Garcia is due up. And it doesn't look like there'll be a pinch hitter in place of him, and there is not. So Garcia will hit. Ty Rubio runs at third base. Brett Schaefer at second. Kevin Coddington at first. And the Illinois Chicago Flames trail by 4 runs, trying to work back into it. This is their last chance. The loser is eliminated.
Good fastball. A bit of 3/4 delivery.
Short leads all the way around the bases. Dempsey looks in, has his sign, and the 0-1. Garcia swung through it, and he's quickly got him down in the count. Schweikert is next. Schweikert's a .313 hitter, and he's doubled his last time up.
Altavilla, the pinch ran
for him, and he would be in that slot.
Yes, sir.
Nice save.
I'm in the bullpen for you.
So here's the 0-2. That came inside to Garcia.
Good location, 0-2 pitch. Pretty good movement on that ball. Looks like he turns it over a little bit, has a little sinking motion in on the hands of a right-handed batter.
Garcia is going to try to figure him out with this at bat. 1-2 from Dempsey. Came in tight, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Big pitch right here. You don't want to go full. Still say advantage Dempsey.
Playing some games over there at third base, and the breaking ball, 2-2 is a cold strike 3.
Garcia had not seen the breaking pitch from Dempsey, and he brought it with the 2-2 count. Just froze him at the plate.
So 2 are down, and it will be Tony Altavilla, who pinch ran for Schweikert back in the 8th. Altavilla will hit from the left side.
If you're wondering at home, he's got 1 home run this year.
So 2 are now down, and the base is still loaded. He showed bunt and knocked it foul.
Third baseman was very far back of the bag at third base.
He could have got it up the third base line. Pounds may have never gotten to it. Andy Leonard is next, but Altavilla has to do something right here to get there. And the 0-1. High and tight. Illinois, Chicago, 35-21. A win already in this regional. Trying to provide some drama here in the ninth. 1-1. Swing and a miss. The Cougars a strike and an out away from eliminating Illinois, Chicago and moving on to a rematch tonight against Texas A&M.
Bottom dropped out of that pitch by Dempsey. Altavilla not able to lay off of it. Dempsey working ahead in the count, 1-2.
Can he end it right here? Way outside, may have just wasted one there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Maybe more of a split finger. It's that tumbling rotation.
Well, if he does not find the zone right here, there could be all kinds of excitement with the next pitch. And he did go outside, so runners will likely be breaking with the pitch. Full count and 2 outs.
One of those things, if you are indeed the base runner, you make sure that the pitcher goes home. But when you know you're off and running.
Full count pitch with 2 outs. Bottom of the ninth. Lined right field. They won't get to it. 1 run is home. 2 will score. They're trying to get to third base, and that ball got past the third baseman, almost to the dugout, but it's saved before getting into the UIC dugout by Pounds. But when he fielded it, his legs were in the dugout, and they may be telling Pounds something that it is a dead ball.
They are.
Runners will advance, and it's going to be 3 runs for Illinois Chicago. It's 11-10, and meanwhile, Altavilla will get third base, so the tying run is 90 feet away. My goodness, what a turn of events.
As Yogi would tend to call, now they're going to the crew chief to make certain where the runners were when the ball went into the dugout. And now we have a pinch hitter at the plate, number 6.
Brandon Harwell will hit in place of Andy Leonard from the left side.
A base hit, 2 RBIs. Then the third run comes in on the E9.
That is a huge play. It was 11-7 moments ago in favor of the Cougars. It's now 11-10. Harwell, that pitch got away momentarily from Chris Wallace. And if you're U of H, that'll put your heart in your throat a little bit.
Only 3 wild pitches for Dempsey this year. He has hit 15 batters. But good job there by Wallace, keeping that ball from scooting too far away from him.
11-10, Illinois, Chicago within 1. And the 1-0 pitch. That did get away. We are tied in the bottom of the ninth. My goodness. A 4-run ninth.
And we'll just start it
somewhat of a
over.
very strange way, too.
Yes, indeed. You say the bases are loaded. It's a base hit to right field. But then when the ball got away and just inched over into the dugout, and then now with the runner at third base, because the ball went into the dugout. And then a wild pitch here by Dempsey, and we have a brand new ball game. No runners on and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th.
Harwell's got a 2-0 count. And he was swinging hard. He had thoughts, hey, we've got momentum rolling. Why don't I just try to end it right here?
Well, he does have 4 home runs on the year. Left-handed batter. Right now, just a slight breeze blowing that straightaway out towards center field.
And the 2-1. Ball strike, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Nice location there by Dempsey. Well, if you're a Texas A&M fan, you might not mind a couple of extra innings just to
keep them out in the sun a little bit.
Keep some more pitchers throwing, but what a battle.
And the 2-2. Full count now.
Just the thing that you would imagine in any type of playoff baseball. There's no end of the clock.
Mm-hmm.
And you just keep fighting till that final out.
Yeah, you hear Harwell lifted that one into center. Very playable for Presley. And the 9th has come to an end, but our game has not. The Cougars could not close it out. We're tied at 11 going to extras. You're watching 12th Man Productions broadcast of the 2008 College Station Baseball Regional on Fox Sports Net.
They came from every corner of the country, from small towns and big cities. But they all shared one thing in common. They belonged to a family called Marines, a tough and determined few dedicated to protecting everything we hold sacred. And still, they come. Celebrate the history of those proud few who have earned the title Marine.
Tonight on The Final Score, presented by DirecTV. Ken Griffey Jr. looks to join the elite ranks of the 600 home run club as Junior's Reds host the Atlanta Braves. Plus, the surging Chicago Cubs try to make it 7 straight wins. They take on the defending National League champs at Wrigley Field. And a pair of division leaders square off at Tropicana Field. The White Sox visit the Rays. For all the day's highlights in 30 minutes, keep it right here. It's The Final Score.
What a 9th inning we just saw. Trailing by 4, Illinois Chicago put up exactly that with somewhat of a help of an errant throw by the Cougars and a wild pitch. Nonetheless, after all the wildness and the madness, it is 11-11, and we're going to the 10th.
Line score for Houston, 11 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors. And UIC, 11 runs, 10 hits, 3 errors. Brand new ball game as we go to the top of the 10th inning.
9-1-2 in the 10th for Houston. Caleb Ramsey, then back to the top of the order, and Blake Kelso and Jake Stewart. Adam Worthington, 4th pitcher today that UIC has used. He works his 3rd inning. And the 1-0. Missed, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Caleb Ramsey is 1 for 3. Add to that a sacrifice fly and an RBI. 2-0 is a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Just outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. You don't want to put that leadoff man aboard, especially with the top of the order coming for the Houston Cougars.
Like them to earn their way on.
3-1. Left field. Carr slowly coming in, and he dropped the baseball. That'll be extras. And now a throw over the head of the second baseman, but backing it up is Schaefer. But tell you what, Carr got a slow jump on that. He was kind of jogging in to begin with. And had to make a hard run at it late as it was dropping. Couldn't handle it.
E7 is the scoring. And the other thing with it, very good speed out there at second base.
Well, the Cougars with a golden opportunity to take back the lead. They'll show bunt. That is an excellent bunt. Third base side. Good throw by Jason Ganick. But it does move. Ramsey over to third base. The sac bunt by Blake Kelso.
Now you have the infield moved in. Try to cut the run there at home plate. Outfielders should take a few steps in.
Jake Stewart is 2 for his last 2, 3 for 5 today. And a couple of RBIs.
Situation with the second batter in the lineup usually handles the bat well. Possible squeeze situation.
Infield drawn in. And a breaking ball is a strike.
Little strategy, we've got time here.
The entire infield joins this meeting on the mound. Again, the winner tonight against Texas A&M at 6:30, perhaps with a little less energy. This has been a draining contest for both teams. It started with fireworks early in the game and fireworks late. Not a whole lot going on offensively in between. But we've got 22 total runs on the board, 11 for each team, and we're playing in extras.
Here with the 0-1 count, Stewart eyeing Rainer Noble in the third base coaching box.
The 0-1 pitch. Well, if you're Kevin Coddington, the catcher, you've got to block them all right now.
And now here, 1-1 count. Situation of one throw strikes. You watch that top hand as the infielder, see if he's going to squeeze.
A piece of that, but foul.
Now
down in the count.
Now with 2 strikes, very unlikely that. I mentioned as number 2 batter puts the bat on the ball a good bit. You're just looking to try to punch it through this infield that's drawn in. Any way at all to bring that runner home from third base.
Give it a ride.
Good.
Well foul.
Good piece protecting the plate there. High fastball. You know, little question ball strike, but when in doubt, you better protect with 2 strikes on you. And the go-ahead run down at third base.
Well hit, but a nice backhand by Ganick and the throw over. Ganick saves a run, keeps us tied.
If that ball is hit anywhere other than that, other than the third baseman or the pitcher in that manner, there's no doubt that that run's going to be able to come home, but the runner has to hold. And now there's 2 away, and the runner's still at third base. But a very good hitter stepping in the box here, and Brian Pounds.
Certainly is, and he hit a 3-run homer back in the second, but has been a little bit silent since then. A strikeout, a fly out, and then another strikeout.
Pitch low.
But if you're Worthington, you know you've got the heart of the order up. You know you've got 2 outs and some bases empty. I don't know if he's going to offer up something too good to Pounds or Cesario, who's next.
Pitch up high. As you mentioned, even though don't want anything out over the heart of the plate, but you also do not want to put it in the dirt. We've seen a wild pitch
extend this game already.
Exactly.
2-0 in the air, foul territory. Looks like they'll have room. Schaefer will grab it, and the Cougars are turned away in the 10th despite getting a runner in scoring position. 11-11, we're tied, going to the bottom of 10. You're watching 12th Man Productions broadcast of the 2008 College Station Baseball Regional on Fox Sports Net.
Sunday, Stonehenge. We know much about how it was built and when, but what we don't know has launched the largest archaeological investigation of modern times, uncovering what may be the lost city of Stonehenge's builders. With a grand avenue, ancient tools, and hundreds of prehistoric homes, there have always been theories, but never any answers. Maybe we just weren't looking in the right place. Stonehenge Decoded, Sunday on Nat Geo.
Start your weekend in the great outdoors with the Academy Outdoors Show this Saturday morning. Host Chad Brower brings you a multitude of exciting outdoor adventures from throughout the region. You won't want to miss a single minute of this award-winning show for the whole family to enjoy, featuring a variety of live-action hunting, fishing, and outdoor adventure trips each week. Right here, Saturday mornings at 8:30 on FSN Southwest.
We're going to the bottom of the 10th here in this elimination game from College Station. Going to the bottom of the 9th, it was an 11-7 Cougar lead. But just to recap that bottom half of the 9th for you for UIC, they're at bat. They got 4 runs on just 2 hits. But add all of this in, and you'll see how they got their 4. Houston committed an error, issued 2 walks, and threw in a costly wild pitch. That's what helped them to the 4 runs. It tied the game. We are even at 11 playing in the bottom of the 10th. So here we go. Jason Ganick, the number 9 hole hitter in the lineup, starts us off. They're all looking out at Chase Dempsey. Looked like he would get through that 9th unscathed and get the Cougars out of here with a win and on to tonight, but we're still playing.
Good strong fastball right there. Got a left-hander getting loose in the Cougar bullpen.
You know, AC, by the time this inning is over, and we don't know whether the game will be over or not at the end of the 10th, this contest will be pushing 4 hours. And for the winner, the more time spent out here, it could result in the less energy you have tonight to take on the host A&M.
No doubt, but you're just about surviving this first one. Just for the opportunity to continue your season and to play tonight.
Ganick is a ground out. Steve McQuiggan comes to the plate. He singled his first time up. He has not gotten a hit since, although he's mixed in a sacrifice fly that got him an RBI. He's got 40 on the year.
The old temperature on the scoreboard says 97 degrees.
It's a relatively still 97. A slight breeze, but not doing a whole lot. A couple of ground outs to start this inning for Illinois Chicago.
Dempsey throwing strikes. Getting those ground balls. Pretty good movement on his pitches.
Ty Rubio to the plate. Walked a couple times today. This is a guy that just finds his way on base. Today, 2 walks. Even though he doesn't have a hit, he has scored 2 runs. This does those little things you want.
They're in the 9th inning, leading off the inning with a walk.
Certainly. Was the first run to come home. 3 more after him, tied at 11, and we play on.
the situation. Like I say, just trying to find any way to get on base as you've got the big hitters following you in the lineup. There he is.
Found his way on again. Oh, they're going to say he didn't make an effort, I think.
Yes.
Oh.
A little surprising in that situation.
And that's something that the Flames will want to talk to our home plate umpire, Jay Asher, about. Just as we said, can find his way on base. Looked like he found another way on.
Exactly.
But he may have to come back and do it all over again. And I don't think Mike D will be happy with this explanation when he leaves. So thought it was the third time today that Rubio had reached base without a hit. Instead, he's going to take a little more to earn it here. The 2-1 now. It becomes 2-2.
Really choking up on that bat, crowding the plate. Maybe if he'd even turned just a little bit. But he held his ground, and the umpire said, no, you don't.
High and tight, full count. Watch out, Ty.
That one had a little more velocity to it here. Count goes full.
So we go with the full count pitch.
Popped him up.
Second baseman Lomard takes care of it. We've played through 10 and we remain tied. It's 11-11. You're watching 12th Man Productions broadcast of the 2008 College Station Baseball Regional on Fox Sports Net.
Sunday, Stonehenge. We know much about how it was built and when, but what we don't know has launched the largest archaeological investigation of modern times, uncovering what may be the lost city of Stonehenge's builders. With a grand avenue, ancient tools, and hundreds of prehistoric homes, there have always been theories, but never any answers. Maybe we just weren't looking in the right place. Stonehenge Decoded, Sunday on Nat Geo.
The game is on. Learn to play the horses and play for free. TVGFree.net. Learn from horse racing experts.
Let me help you pick a winner.
Challenge the leaderboard and compete to win valuable prizes every day. Go to TVGFree.net right now.
And they're off.
Get in the game. It's fun. It's free.
One final surge.
Pick the winner.
They're coming down to the finish.
Learn from the pros. Play to win. TVGFree.net.
While the Texas A&M Aggies sit in the air conditioning and await the winner of this one, Illinois, Chicago, and Houston play on in the heat, and it is in the mid-90s, as it has been all weekend here in College Station. We've run out of room on our scoreboard. We had a lot of numbers up there in innings 1 through 10, but we've wiped the slate clean. And we are at 11-11, and the Cougars come to bat in the top of the 11th. And it's Jimmy Cesario, a guy who is capable of giving the Cougs the lead with one swing. 12 hits for Houston, 10 for UIC, 2 errors for the Cougars, 4 for the Flames. And Adam Worthington starts his 4th inning of work. And he's out of the zone against Cesario to start off.
Always a little bit more pressure on that visiting club, because if you do not post a number in that frame, then you know with one swing of the bat and the home team could end it.
Ground ball, that's a base hit. The Cougars have the lead man aboard in Cesario.
Good piece of hitting.
I think you got to give credit to both coaching staffs. With the weather and the extra innings and a game possibly left tonight for the winner. And I know, like we said, you're not thinking about that. You just want to get through. We've gone a long way here in this game, and they've managed their pitching staffs pretty well. We haven't
really
seen just a ton of changes that you might at some point see in a game like this.
Well, and you know that those coaches know their staffs as well as anyone, and making those moves. And here trying to advance the runner into scoring position.
Lorman gets the job done. Cesario is on second base, 1 out.
Those fundamentals of baseball goes in the book 1-3. Sacrifice successful.
Presley has 1 hit today. The 6th time he'll have come to the plate. Once he has walked out a couple of times and flown out. He's 1 for 4. That's what it all adds up to. Presley this year, 30 RBIs.
How important would 31 be?
Perhaps the biggest one of the season for the Cougars.
Good lead out second base. With 1 away, anything other than a line drive single, he's probably going to try to make plays there at the plate.
Challenge him. So was the 13th of the day for the Cougars. Houston had just 4 hits last night in their loss to Texas A&M. Come back with a solid offensive day on this Sunday. 1-2 count now to Zach Presley. Brian Tully is next. Worthington, he's as of now gone 3 1/3, and here's the 1-2 pitch. It's outside. 4 hits allowed by Worthington. 2 runs both earned. And he has thrown close to 70 pitches in his relief outing.
Maybe reaching that maximum extension there. 9, I believe. Peter, is it lit? Double check down in the flames. IFFT.
He pitched on Friday night when the Flames took on Texas A&M.
All arms are available to extend the season.
You have the entire offseason to rest it. That's going to go foul. And we stay full.
Good job protecting the plate. Full count. Pitches that better to fight off and live a little longer.
We're going to try it again to Zach Presley. Worthington, right hand going on. Neither the hitter nor batter or either team wants to go down. And another full off. That's way outside and high, and Presley draws a walk.
That particular great battle, but it does set up a double play opportunity now. But Tully, very solid dish. Put the ball in play.
Hitless today, but he's reached base 3 times. And he got an RBI time up.
Which turned out to be a large RBI, as it turned out. They're in the 9th inning.
2 runs in the 9th for Houston, 4 for Illinois Chicago. 22 total by these teams. Tully. Can they get to it? Diving stop, and no, he can't make the second base. I think, however, though, AC Rafael Garcia may have saved a run with that diving stop. Had he tried to score, it may have been close at the plate.
Doing everything you can since Little League with runner on second is an in. Knocked that ball down. Good grab. Made the throw to second, just not in time. Once again, the hustle of Presley, who had walked, hustling down to second base, able to be safe on an infield single. Now the bases are loaded.
For Chris Wallace. He's had a good day today. First pitch is outside. Strikes. You're Adam Worthington.
Situation in at the corners. Second baseman, shortstop back at double play depth for anything in the middle.
Kind of shallow in center field as well.
As an outfielder, you want to come in as much as you can, that if you catch the ball in the air, that you have enough arm to try to make the play there at the plate. With one away, right now the count 2-0.
Worthington's got to come to him right here. Skied that one deep right center. That ball is off the wall. 1 run is home. Here comes a second. They may try for a third. No, they won't. They'll hold them up, but 2 runs are in, and it's 13-11 Cougars on the big extra base hit by Chris Wallace. A terrific day for the Cougar catcher at the plate.
Just did a great job driving that ball center field just to the right of the 400-foot mark. With 1 away, runner at first base going down the line towards second base, but had to wait, make sure that ball was off the wall. 2 runs in, runners at second, third, and 1 away. 2 RBI
I bet if you're
double.
Houston, you are saying tack on everything you can.
Yes, indeed.
After allowing a 4-run ninth to get it to extras. Infield is in. Illinois Chicago, it's important that they prevent anything else. Caleb Ramsey, foul ball. You know, you mentioned when we started the broadcast, on days like this when you're staving off elimination and you multiple games in a row, a team is looking for that hero, that unsung hero possibly. As Ramsey fouls off another. Well, I think for U of H, you don't need to look any further than Chris Wallace. I mean, the double there and a home run earlier, a couple of sack bunts, another single, and plus, I mean, we're 11 innings deep, and he's caught the entire game.
Indeed. He's just a warrior out there on the diamond. And a big clutch hit here in the top of the 11th inning.
0-2 to Ramsey. That got past on in infield, and they will try to score Wallace as well. One of them's already home. Collision at the plate. Wallace is out. And our catcher, Coddington, comes up limping.
Great throw by center fielder McGigan. ball and the player arrive at the same time. Out at the plate. One run on the scoreboard for the Cougars. Great job by Ramsey putting that ball in play with the drawn in field. He advances the second on the throw. Single RBI. And Coddington says, I'm all right, let's play some more.
Good job by him in there, too. That was catcher on catcher. Wallace on Coddington. Those are some tough guys by the plate, so that added a little something.
We have both. You know, as the temperature has risen, some of the tempers
have flared
just a bit.
So 14-11 Cougars now. They've got 3 across this. 2 are down, but they're in a scoring position. Represents the top of the order, and for him it is his 7th at bat of the day, or 7th time he's come to the plate. It's been a long ledger for him. Strikeout, single, E5, ground out, sack, bunt, and now they do in the 11th.
Conversation between third base umpire Ray Chambers and Randall there at third base coach. One thing about it, at this time of the day, the third base dugout that is occupied by the Flames got a little shade, but that first base dugout of the Cougars is in sun.
Cougars will be the home team tonight against Texas A&M. If Illinois Chicago can make another comeback and win this one, they'll be the visitors against the Aggies.
Worthington looking to throw strikes here, down in the count 3-0.
Kelso. Seventh man to the plate for Houston. That's Kelso. $16 hits today. Ball strike 2, and Kelso aboard.
Nice strong fastball outside corner at the knees.
Kelso skies one toward Tario in right field. That's the inning. Houston, 3 runs across, and they'll try one more time to hang on to the lead. And one more time, it's the last chance for UIC. 14-11 Cougars. You're watching the 12th Man Productions broadcast of the 2008 College Station Baseball Regional on.
The best of the Big Conference is on Big 12 Showcase. Only Big 12 Showcase takes you on location every week. Parallel of all the programs from across the conference. From the latest news and highlights to exclusive features and no one is more dedicated to the Big 12 than FSN. Winter, spring, summer, or fall. Big 12 Showcase brings you year-round coverage you won't get anywhere else. Big 12 and Saturdays on FSN Southwest.
Tonight on the Final Score, presented by DirecTV. Ken Jr. looks to join the 600 home club as Juniors Reds the Atlanta Braves. Surging Chicago Cubs try to make it 7 straight wins. They take on the champs at Wrigley. And a pair of division leaders square off at Tropicana Field. The White Sox Rays. All the day's highlights in 30 Let's keep it right here. The score.
Back to College Station, Texas. We play in extras from Olson Field today. It's an elimination game between the University of Illinois Chicago and the University of Houston. It was an 11-7 Houston lead going to the bottom of the ninth. UIC got 4 in that frame off that man Dempsey. And Houston has come back to get 3 in the top of the 11th. And they lead at 14-11 one more time. They'll try to hold off the Illinois Chicago Flames.